What's up, guys? It's Xclusive here, and I'm back with another indie game in the form of AERY Peace of Mind 2. Now, I recently finished AERY Peace of Mind, and I wasn't a huge fan. I'm not really a fan of the Peace of Mind games because they're usually they're not as, I guess, directed as the other entries in the AERY series. For those of you who don't know, AERY is a long-standing series now. It's had about 20-something entries at this point, where it's a very casual flight simulator where you control a bird named AERY, which you can see on the screen there to the left of the title. And literally all you do is just go through every level. There's a bunch of feathers scattered around, and you just have to collect them. Most of the entries, as I said, are more directed. They're more linear, where the feathers, kind of like, as soon as you grab one, the next one appears. But in these Peace of Mind games and Calm Mind games, which are supposed to be like more like casual, relaxing, chill type experiences, the feathers are just kind of like all over the place. And I guess the other difference is also that the other more directed games usually kind of tell like a unified story with like a narrator. As soon as you pick up a feather, the narrator starts talking and starts kind of like, I guess, talking about like a backstory that's related either to the level or the game as a whole. Whereas these games, it's literally just you go through the level, pick up the feathers, and nothing really happens. It's just literally just a straight up gameplay experience, no story, nothing. Yeah, so probably won't cater to a lot of people that just kind of like just want to actually play a fun game. This is more for achievement hunting at the end of the day, which is the main reason why I play it. It's for to just kind of increase my gamer score. I do love achievements, and I do love 100% in games. So yeah, this is definitely one of those titles. So if you're into that, this is a title for you. Very easy achievements. Each achievement is related to just finishing a level. In these games, like I said, in these games there's a lot more than 10 levels. Usually there's 10 levels and there's 10 achievements. There's 10 achievements in this one as well. However, there are more than 10 levels. So it's kind of random. You just kind of have to go through all the levels and just see which ones pop the achievements, or just kind of look them up online and see if you can figure out which levels kind of match up with which. But I'm going to go through all the levels regardless. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get right into it here. So I already pressed start, and I messed with the volume settings and stuff like that. So welcome to AERY Peace of Mind 2. This game is designed to relax your mind and soul and features some of the most beautiful worlds of our AERY series. There are no enemies or any danger at all. Just lean back, take a deep breath, and enjoy the wonderful scenery and the sensation of flying. Enjoy. Now, I kind of disagree with that sentiment and that statement because, first of all, a lot of these games, pretty much all the games, recycle the levels, like, just back to back. There's usually only like one or two levels if you get lucky where the levels are completely brand new, but for the most part they were recycled. And the one thing that really bothers me about this particular series in general, this sub-series, I guess you could say, the Peace of Mind sub-series, is that well, I mean, in the last one, Peace of Mind 1, there was one level in particular where like it was the first level too, which was kind of funny, where the feathers were like just in locations that didn't make sense and they were very hard to find, and I kind of spent like 5 to 10 minutes flying around. Most of the time the levels take like 5 minutes tops, and then you move on to the next level. So given that there's like 10 levels, it usually takes about an hour or so to finish, like somewhere around there. So I'm not sure, hopefully this one's a little better, but we'll see. So let's get this show on the road. Alright, so we got the bar, the city, the nightclub, the wilderness, the island, underwater, the desert, the river, the fields by night, the frozen city, the frozen path, the winter village, the elven kingdom, and the castle. So literally the winter village, the frozen path, and the frozen city were all levels from the previous entry, which was kind of funny, so they literally just recycled them in here. Alright, but I'm going to try to go, like, there's really no set direction in which you're supposed to finish these. It's literally just select one and go on with it. So I'm gonna kind of move from left to right, and I'm gonna try to go from like top to bottom and then bottom to top, so almost like a U kind of shape. But anyway, I'm gonna start off with the bar here, and yeah, let's do it. So this one looks like it could be new. I don't really recognize it so far. Oh yeah, wow, okay, this is brand new. Alright, controls are very simple. Literally just fly around. He kind of like flies automatically and accelerates automatically, and then you can speed up with A and then slow down with B. So that's pretty much it, to be honest. In this series especially, it's kind of important to speed up and slow down because sometimes the feathers are very clustered together and sometimes they're very far apart. So obviously, you know, those two controls come in handy. As you can see, there's more feathers than what you actually need to collect, which is nice, but sometimes they're very hard to find, like I said. That was a very quick level, and that was level 1, so that was nice. So we got the achievement for level 1. Take a deep breath and relax your mind. Feel free to try another level anytime. Alright, so we're going to move on to the next one. Like I said, gonna kind of move left to right here, so the next level will be the city, then the nightclub, and then the wilderness. So alright, this one I recognize. This one has been in previous entries before. That bar one was very brand new though, so that was kind of nice. Alright. So this one seems okay so far. Like, one thing I was talking about when I played the first entry in the Peace of Mind series is that I really do feel like there really is no Q&A with these games. I feel like they probably do most of the stuff with like AI, where especially with the feather placements, because sometimes they're just like so random that I don't think that these would be handpicked. I do think that the feathers are for the most part in the same areas every time you replay the level, but in terms of their actual placement to begin with, I do believe that it's way too random and clustered sometimes to like be handpicked by a person. I mean, I could be wrong, of course, but I don't know, it just doesn't seem like it. Especially with that one level in the last entry where I was like flying around for, and there's been other games in this series that had me just flying around and like looking for the next feather, and I'm always like, where the hell is it? And it's just like so random because it's supposed to kind of follow along a path, and usually it does not. But this one's pretty good so far. So good, I have to say. I'm already done 2 levels, and it's only been like 4 minutes, I want to say. 4 to 5 minutes. Alright, so that's level 2, so pretty good. This one's not as erratic as the first entry, so it's going along fairly smoothly. Alright, so let's do it. So the next one is the nightclub. This one also sounds new. So far it also looks new, so yeah, this one's nice. Yeah, maybe I may have seen this once before, but I'm not quite sure. It does look really good though. It's definitely not featured in a lot of these entries, so, and this one's another very small, compact, and quick level. So far, so good. Like, seriously. Really good, really good. Alright, moving on. So that one did not pop an achievement for some reason. Like I said, there's more levels and achievements in this entry, and pretty much in this sub-series, so for the most part, you know, it's going to be very random. Obviously not like, you know, like it's going to be the same for every person, but they like hand-selected which levels give achievements, which don't. Alright, wilderness is next, then we're going to go to underwater, then the island, and then kind of move our way over to the right. It's almost going to be like kind of like a W. Alright, this one I do kind of recognize. I think like this one was considered like a swamp. I do not like the feather placement already though. Look at how far they are from each other. Hopefully it's not that many. It's 28, damn. Alright, this one may be a little bit long. We'll see. Speed is pretty good though. They do usually match the speed pretty well to the size of the level, and this level's pretty big, so far so good. Nothing too bad. Let me just grab this one real quick. Alright, so there's nothing over there anymore, so I'm gonna kinda go backwards over here a little bit. See what else we got in this direction. Feathers here are very high up. Alright, we're at 12 out of 28. Okay, there's a nice cluster over here. It's a decent one. Okay. Oh, I missed it. Damn. Okay, grabbed it. Alright, we got 20, 21, 22. Alright, 23, 24 right here. Let me see, we got 25 down here. We got 26, 27, and 28. Okay. Wasn't so bad. Obviously longer than the other levels, but not bad at all. Alright, also no achievement for that level. Alright, then we got... Alright, let's do underwater. This one has been heavily reused in quite a few entries. I also think that this one has been reused in Calm Mind as well. Alright, 23, got these creepy octopi, which is very interesting because, like, I feel like this is the only level, or like one of very, very few levels where there's something in the level that actually moves. Because most of the things, most of the objects in levels are usually very stationary and static. Like, the only one I can think of that also had a moving object was the hero one, where you like fought a dragon or helped defeat a dragon. Because I think the dragon moved. But yeah, this is interesting. Alright. So this one's not great, but not terrible. They're very spread out. And it definitely looks like there's an exact amount of feathers in this one. Maybe not. Maybe there's like there's one extra, two extra. Yeah, two extra. Alright. Alright, so that one also wasn't an achievement level. Alright, so let's do the island next. This one has also been reused quite a bit, and I actually think this one was reused in the last game. In the one of the most recent entries that I played, I think it was the Titans of the Future one. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this one because this one, as you can see, has a very bad draw distance, which makes the feathers very hard to see unless you're very close to them. Which is not something you want in a game that relies on that, you know? Relies on that element where you're supposed to be picking stuff up in the environment. But if you can't see it until you get really close, then it kind of hampers the experience. Let me just grab this one real quick. Alright, we got 14 out of 28, so we're halfway. This was not too bad so far. So there's 18, 19 right there. There's 20. Twenty-two, 23. 4, 5, 6. Alright, 27. And right there. It's our last one. This one also has more, quite a few more than what you need. And that was level 9, okay. Alright, random. I mean, you know, I feel like at that point, you should have just made every level an achievement and just changed the gamer score. Alright, let's go do the river. You know, actually I'm going to start off with the desert and then kind of work my way down. Then go right and then work my way up. So the desert first. Oh, this one looks new. I could be wrong, but it looks new. This one's very interesting. What the hell? This is like an alien desert, though. It's a desert, but it's an alien desert. This is like alien plants and... Where the hell are the feathers at, is my question. Oh, they're all the way up here. Up high in the sky. Alright, how many we got here? We got 28, okay. Another 28. So that's 3. The draw distance is pretty bad here, too. So that's 5. Kind of got to slow down. We got 6. Alright, I got it. So we got 7. 8, 9. We got 10, 11, 12 right here. Alright. We have 13, 14. We got 15. Just gonna grab these. 16, 17, 18. Ugh, okay. We got 19 here. We got 20 right here. Alright, 21, 22, 23. Alright, 24, 25, 26. 27 and 28. Alright, pretty good. There's level 3. Not sure how you would jump from the first levels to this one, but okay. Alright, next up is the river. This one's also been reused before. Alright, 28. Alright. Okay, pretty good. Where's it at? There we go. Wait, it's 14. Let me just grab this one real quick. We're halfway. That's 16 or 17 right here. I got 18, 19, 20, 21. We got 22 over here. 23, 24. Got 25. 26, 27, and 28. Okay.